Hey, what's up, guys? So today we're talking about an app that makes you efficient with vlogging. Yeah, let's take a look at that. Yeah, guys, so an app that makes you efficient with vlogging. Peter McKinnon had this with his Apple Watch. Yeah, I have an Apple computer, but I do not have an Apple Watch. I have an Android phone, and I know. It's a love relation on both sides, so I can't. Anyways, we're gonna try this out. And yeah, so it's supposed to make you faster with vlogging. I'm trying to unlock my phone here. It's supposed to make you faster with vlogging, and from what I saw in Peter McKinnon's vlog, it's really sketchy, and I don't know. So let's hope they fixed all the bugs. And I just downloaded it on Android and accept terms and conditions. Okay. Wow. 10 seconds to begin. So I guess it does, like, to start you off 10 seconds, and then, like, I guess it'll give you more time. I'm not sure. Okay, so I'm ready, and here we go. It's kind of scary. Ready? 1, 2. Oh my goodness, what happened? Okay. I'm a cat. Oh, let me turn on the camera here on my phone. Can you guys see me? Okay. Okay, it's counting down. So I got 4, 3, 2. Ah! Holy crap. That was crazy. Yeah. Something's wrong with the app. Something's wrong with the app. Okay. All right, guys, all kidding aside, it's an awesome effect because the story drives it. So if you have a cool story to mix in with it, Peter McKinnon did this really well. He gave himself rules, and we're going to look at how this effect is done. So let's jump on the computer and see how it's done. All right, guys, so I'm going to make this as quick as possible. We're going to try and just cover everything super fast so you guys can get to shooting and doing this effect yourself. So we're going to jump into Premiere Pro. I'm using the latest version of 2018. Yeah, we're in 2018. 2018 version CC. So some things may look different if you're not using that. If you have the same version as me, then you'll want to go to Window, Workspace, and you go to the Editing tab, or you could set Reset to save layout, and that'll reset your workspace. So we're in the Editing tab right here. The first thing that we're going to need to do this is a shockwave. If you guys want to make it yourself, it's a whole different tutorial. There's actually a cool video that Video Copilot does, Andrew Kramer. He makes it from scratch. If you don't want to go through that process, you can download this as a stock video, or you can find some on YouTube. There's different creators that offer them for free. So get yourself a few shockwaves, and you just want to go ahead and you're going to be combining them. And so this kind of shows you the effect. This is the illusion of, well, where you're going to make the cut, and we'll just get right into that. So we have your first clip. Now, there's a few other preparations that you're going to need in filming this effect. You're going to need your talking piece or whatever it is, and then you're going to have to move out of the way. So if we pull this up, and I just went and clicked the button, 3, 2, 1, I did the effect, and then I just stayed still. I didn't do anything. I got up as easy as possible. So let's watch that all the way through. I got up as easy as possible without moving the chair too much. And I saw I did move the chair, but I moved it back the best I could. I knew that the effect would probably cover that up. The purpose of this is that we want to have a clean plate in the back. So if we look here, there is all this is clean area. And then if we go back, this is the area that's being covered. So around here is clean. So if we make a cut, if we have that blank area in the background, and we make a cut, then, and we overlay the both videos. So we have our main video on top, and then we take this second part. So let's make a cut right here, and I will make a cut, and then I will drag this video out, find the one that there is nothing showing, and then I'll move it over, and now I can just go and poof, I'm gone. Now this works in and of itself, but it's just, it doesn't sell the trick too much. So what sells the trick, there's a few things that sell the trick the best, and that is, first of all, sound effects and the shockwave. So you want to get yourself a swoosh sound, and that sounds like that. So you want to get that swoosh sound. That's what's going to sell the effect a little bit more. Also, these shockwaves, what I ran into is that Peter McKinnon did his with black, and he was in an environment where the black would show. There was a lot of white in the area, so with the sky and everything, and so the black showed very well. In my case, it did not. Now, my shockwaves were a black matte, and so what I'll show you what they originally look like. So let's pull that in. Let's erase these, and we'll pull in this effect. If we just click the movie tab, we just bring in the clip. So I'm shooting everything in 4K. And I'm just going to scale this up. I will be rendering it all out in 1080. So this will be, the quality won't be lost here. So right now the problem is we're not going to be able to see our clip. So we're going to have to hit screen if we want to get rid of the black. There we go. Now that's cool. And that shows, but I wanted to duplicate what Peter McKinnon was doing, and he was doing the kind of this effect in black. So how do I get that? And what I did is I just went into invert. I'm going to invert the colors, and that just changes the white to black and the black to the white. So now the screen blending mode will not work, but multiply will. So if we hit multiply, now we have just this black smoke dissipating. So what I did is I kind of blend, or we're kind of getting to the next effect here. I kind of blend two of these. So I took a second one, and I took it and put it on top. And we're going to stretch this out. And then this one, I did not use multiply. I just used screen. So now we should have both animating at the same time. And so what you could do is you could separate them out. You could also separate out the how big they are so they could overlap. You could, take away some of the opacity. So if we uncheck that little stopwatch there, and you could take away some of the opacity. Once you're playing with that and you're satisfied what you want, you go into the next part. Now the thing is if we have a simple cut, let's see what that looks like. So we'll go from, and so it works. There's something missing, and I'm not sure if Peter McKinnon did this, if it was a straight cut, but what I found makes the best effect is if I am kind of being sucked into the that vortex, if you want to say. So what I ended up doing is I used a mask. Now, again, you guys don't have to do this if you do a straight cut. As you saw, it works just fine. But if you want that little bit extra, so what we'll do is, again, we have both of these clips, they're animating, and then we have our bottom clip. Now, before I jump into that, I want to mention something. I forgot to leave this clip running for a good amount of time. It only works if you don't have anything moving. If you do have things moving, like people, this won't work. You're going to have to refilm. But luckily, I didn't have anything moving. So what I did is, instead of not having enough time so I could do my talking piece, I just grabbed and freeze frame an image right here. And I said import to my project. I pulled it on top. And that gave me more time. There's nothing moving in the background. It's just a still image video. This is a video, but there's nothing moving. So you could just pretty much say it's a picture. So you just pull a picture and you just give yourself more time so you could talk and narrate or whatever you're doing. So now let's go into the masking. Okay, so we'll just make a mask all the way around. What I like to do is kind of come here and see, okay, so we're dealing with a circle. So you could make this a little bit smaller so you could work around. And we're just going to make just this terrible circle mask. And now what we're going to do is we're going to take and expand this mask really far out, and we could feather the mask a little bit more, and then so now we're ready for our effect. So we're going to come back to the beginning of the effect, and let's say, so we're going to move these over just because they're not in the right spot, and right there. Cool. Right there. Yeah. So move these, bring this a little bit closer so they animate together slightly. Okay. So now we're ready. We take this mask. And now we're going to animate this mask. We're going to take it and hit the clock, little stopwatch right here, and it says mask expansion. Now, once you click that, you're going to move over 2 frames. So 1, 2, or 3. It just depends. But I think 2 or 3. You shouldn't go more than 4. Just because after that, you're going to start ruining the effect. So what you're going to do is you're going to make this mask really small. So you'll be left with this tiny image. So let's go back and you'll kind of see it animate. So 3. And then what you do is right at this point, you're going to go 1 frame over. So as soon as you get there, 1 frame over, and then you're going to cut. And so that's going to be, instead of the straight cut, you're animating the mask first, and then you do the cut. And so now you're on the background layer. And if this is a little bit confusing, you please send me a message and I will do my best to help you out with this effect, or just watch it over and over. And that's pretty much it. After that, what I did is I just did the same thing. I just cut to the cat. I had literally my camera on my phone, and I was trying to get the cat to work for me. So again, the same effect here, because we don't have a background to see from. That's why it's all white. So it just in the reverse. So what I did is I just animated a mask, bringing that image in, and then I reversed the mask animation. So I took and I just made a mask all the way around. And if we move a frame, you can see the mask. Now, yeah, so it's just reversing. So it's just pulling out. Instead of pushing in like we did in the beginning, now this is revealing. And yeah, so rewind this video, watch it a few times. It's going to take a little bit if you haven't done this before. But it's a fun trick. All right, guys. Well, I hope you enjoyed it. I hope it helped you, and I will catch you guys later. Take care and always stay creative. Woo! Oh my goodness, that was crazy. Oh wait, I forgot to say that I'm a cat. Oh my goodness, what happened? Okay. I'm a cat. Oh, let me turn on the camera here on my phone.